Welcome to the Perfectly Sane Show, episode 728. I am Chris, as always, joined by Tony.
I mean, who among us doesn't draw a pornographic sketch on all of our birthday messages?
Sure. I don't know if I have, but sure. Earl is here.
Ooh, banana.
Yes. I don't know if Donkey Kong does that either, Tony. Like,
Maybe he does.
he might. I don't know. He just Pauline talks to him like he has conversations back, but he does. He just says "ooh, banana." That's about it. Yeah, we've been away for a couple weeks. I was on vacation, and we're back, and there's lots of stuff to talk about. That's not the garbage that is going on in the world. I mean, there's lots of that to talk about too, but
yeah,
we generally not that we shy away from it.
I was gonna say, we talk about it usually.
Yeah. It's been a wild 2 weeks on that front as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who knew that the party of protecting children would protect pedophiles? I didn't see that twist coming at all.
Basically, just shut down the government to do it too. Like, we're going to send everybody home, so we don't have to take any votes on it possibly being released, while the Department of Justice wipes all traces of his name, which is evidently taking longer than they thought it would.
Everywhere. It's all over it. So many places.
And like the that extreme right wing side of things is like they're biting each other's heads off right now.
I mean, they're always so reasonable. I don't understand why this is happening.
Yeah, that's been going on. I think Earl may have mentioned this before we started recording, but yeah, Hulk Hogan died today as well. We're not over here mourning about that. He was the third of the celebrity trifecta this week.
I will say I had very complicated feelings about Hulk Hogan dying, and I was able to, I think, process them in that I mourn the character that was Hulk Hogan. I do not mourn the person that was Hulk Hogan.
Yes, that's fair. Like I was never a Hulk Hogan fan, so I don't have that touch. But I'll have to approach that at some point when Ric Flair finally bites the bucket, because he is a shit ass human as well.
I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people of that era are. I mean, it was a very different beast back then, but yeah, it's. But yes, Hogan has, I think, one of the most complicated legacies, because Curie means so much to the industry that I still partake in and enjoy. But for the past 20 years, it's been nothing but he's an awful human being, and not even in like a redeemable way. Where I don't think he's tried to redeem himself.
No, I don't think he ever really thought that he did anything wrong.
Yes, and I mean, you know, that toppled with the fact that last year he's ripping off his shirt for the Republican National Convention. I mean, granted, I was done with him. You know, I mean, just for backstory, like, this whole racist thing came out about him because he was talking to somebody about his daughter's music career after having sex with them. Who does that?
It's a fair question.
Real talk is going to be about my daughter's music career and her boyfriend.
Yeah. He's one that I don't have good words for. I never have. Like, even before I knew he was a shitbag, I just did not ever like him as a performer. But
like one of the highlights of his life is the lawsuit that he had over a video that was released of him having an affair.
Yeah.
Great. You're a good person. Good person, Terry.
Too much pork, brother.
Jeff has joined us. The last thing I like, and Earl, maybe you know something different, but the last thing I remember Hulk Hogan even like hitting the news for was when he was basically booed off of the wrestling stage.
At the Netflix movie at the start of the year. I mean, it's that, and he's just been put in because last year when everybody was against Bud, right? So he created Royal American Beer, and he's just been put in that constantly. And as far as that also came out to be racist because I think at some point, I think I watched in Florida or somewhere, they had like black women showing the beers off, and he basically got them fired because he didn't want that wasn't representing his brand. So yeah, racist shitbag won't be missed, but
wasn't he at the RNC last year? He like ripped off a shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Idiocracy.
Won't be missed, but I'm sure that people. I'm sure there are many people in your boat, Earl, that have mixed kind of feelings. As like they grew up with him as kind of like as a hero, that character, but then he became turned out to be a total shitbag.
He was like when we were kids, dude. You gotta admit, he was like huge, like absolutely.
Oh, it was definitely huge. As I said earlier, like I've never been a fan, but he was massive. Like
he was like Michael Jackson. I mean, maybe not quite, but like that. That's how like ubiquitous he was in the 80s. Like,
yeah, I mean, Rocky.
He was in Rocky.
Yeah, I mean, again, he was on MTV. He hosted SNL. He was a big part of the 80s and again 90s to a lesser extent. I think again for wrestling fans, I think he's a huge part of the 90s, but I think his pop culture cash had expired by then.
Was he still big? Like, was he still big in wrestling in the 90s too?
Yeah,
I remember the 80s.
He became big. Like I wouldn't say bigger, but he left WWF and he sought out to be like a movie star. He did that TV show. Thunder in Paradise, was that what it was called?
Yes.
He tried to do some other movies and stuff. That didn't really pan out for him.
I remember that one movie. I mean, I don't think I've seen it, but I know, like it was like he's like a babysitter or something.
I doesn't say there's a few that Suburban Commando. No, that's not Suburban Commando. That's Mr. Nanny. He does Suburban Commando. He does Mr. Nanny. He does Santa with Muscles. He's in the Three Ninjas movie. Like again, complicated. I've seen a lot of his movies when I was. To be fair, I think I've seen a lot of them when I was older too, but that's also because I just enjoy bad movies.
This does not surprise me, Earl.
but then he became big again in wrestling, Jeff, like at the mid to late 90s when he became evil Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
See, I don't remember. I remember I was never huge into wrestling, but I remember in the late 90s, it was like The Rock and Stone Cold.
He said I was WWE. He was over on WCW, the competing.
Oh, was he really?
Ted Turner, yeah, he had. Yeah. And so and for a while, what was it? 82 weeks or something like that, Earl. That they actually were the number one promotion in wrestling. They were outperforming WWF or. I think they were still WWF at that point.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point you've probably heard of the NWO.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that played itself out even before the end of WCW, but he was pretty big then. Go ahead, Earl.
I don't know, but yes. That was it. And then I think I cut you off because you're also going to say it was also Ozzy Osbourne and Malcolm Jamal Warner, who I think is the saddest one because I think the others kind of died of natural causes.
Yeah, he drowned, and he was relatively, not young, but he was 54. He's only 7 years older than me.
It sounded young to me.
Right. Like,
I want to live.
Right. It's like, like the other two, like Hogan was what 71 and Ozzy was 78, 79.
76. But think about
76,
that.
okay.
Ozzy lived longer than this guy. I mean, I know wrestlers die young often, but like this guy who was like ripped and shit. Meanwhile, Ozzy's been fucked up since the 70s and he somehow lived a longer life.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Ozzy's been sober probably for 20 years, but you know.
Yeah, and he's been battling Parkinson's for the last 5
Yeah.
years. He was, I don't know if you saw the stuff from his farewell show that just happened a couple
that's
weeks
what
ago.
blew me away. Like I was like, I'm a fan of Black Sabbath, so I saw that. I was like, that's so awesome. Like he was sitting down, but he was able to do the show. Like he did good, I think. And then like 2 weeks later, it's like Ozzy died. What the fuck? Like he went out. He went out like a fucking legend.
As big as you can. I think they made multiple millions of dollars in charity from that event too. So, but yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner, who most would probably know from the Cosby Show, as one of the Huxtables. But that one's super sad. So yay, death. Like I don't know where to move from there. I have no idea how to move that. Like it's been a shitty week for a variety of reasons. But one thing that maybe will make us all happy is Donkey Kong.
Oh, banana.
Yeah, you missed my intro. Yeah, it's a great introduction. It's up there with Sane Get.
It's even better.
Does he say anything else?
I don't even think it's him saying it.
Oh, it's okay.
It's like a voice that says it.
It's like everything else in this world talks, just not Donkey Kong.
I don't think any of the other girls talk. Well, they talk, but I guess they have. Like Pauline talks.
Yes.
Yeah,
she's voiced. The other one, like I just fought Poppy. She was annoying.
The invisible one.
Like, she takes like an invisibility potion and then dashes around.
Yeah.
She has dialogue, but it's all like word bubbles, not.
Yeah. Same with Grumpy.
Yeah.
Anyone like how far, y'all?
I think I just revealed where I'm at. Like I'm at the ice stage, I guess. So I just beat Poppy.
What?
I don't know if you fight them multiple times, but
so
what floor?
500, 501 maybe.
You're just getting into it.
Yeah, I have like 150 some bananas. I'm sure you're at like 4 bajillion bananas, Jeff.
No, I that's really sad for me because I only have like 200 something. That I'm at the end of the game.
What's like? So I think that's what's really like what's doing it for me is like I'm just wandering around the levels and I'm kind of like moving towards the next location, but there's so much shit to find, and there's like the challenge rooms or like like you hit your sonar and you see a banana in a mountain or down below you, so you just start digging or smashing stuff. Like it's really easy to kind of just get distracted and pick up 15 bananas before you get to your next location.
Yeah, you could like literally like sometimes just go off like randomly like punch a wall and like you will find something that's like integral to the level. Like you don't need it to beat the level, but it like unlocks something huge on the other side of the level. It's kind of crazy how much shit like there is that is. I mean, a lot of it is just dig and find a banana or whatever, but like there is some cool shit like that. Like, or you'll find a challenge room in the middle of a wall. It's
yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I guess we're talking about Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I'm at. It gets weird somewhat because you went through sub level 400, which does the thing where you spit. So depending on which way you go, the ice level is 500, and then you go right. That's the forest area, and that's 600. You have to go back eventually to do it, and then but if you beat, I beat 5. 5 takes you to 700. That's when I went back to get 600. So I'm doing 600 now, but I've seen some of 700.
Yeah, like Earl said, you do have to go back to that split path level, and you'll do both paths.
Okay.
So
It
don't even
forces you
worry.
back, or
Yes,
No.
you have to,
Oh,
and
Okay, I didn't
so
know
I'll
forces.
just go with the left path. What is it? Not the force one, the other one first.
the
It's
ice one. Yeah. I went left, and it's like, oh, all right, it's the ice level. That sounds fun.
There
Now I
is
have a zebra bonanza.
I told Chris this. I guess kind of a spoiler. There's like a boss that you have to chase around all the levels. It's so cool. Like that's just such a neat idea.
How far in is that one, Jeff?
Can't remember. It's not too deep. Like it's maybe around 800-900 or something. Then you're going up and down through. I just first off, I think one of my favorite things about the game is like how like the structure of the levels is you're just going deeper and deeper. Like each level is like you're diving down into the next. I don't know why I love that so much. It really is. It's just like different levels, but it makes it feel like a big open connected like open world, even though it's not really. If that makes any sense.
It does. There's like a connective tissue to everything. Like when you go through those tunnels,
And it's just
it's like
such
you're part of this big world.
It's such a simple video gamey concept. Like you just have to keep going deeper into this planet. Like I just think that's so fucking neat. And then the other thing, which I mentioned to Chris, is the map. I think the map is like superb. Like it's just like the Metroid Prime map, but it actually looks like the level. Like I don't know, like you can pretty much see everything on it if you look at it.
Yeah, it's a very good 3D map, I think.
I think it's the best I've seen.
Because it also has to account for like the depth of the level, and it does a very good job of communicating that.
It does also represent like what you've done to the level because you alter the level, like, and then you pull up the map. It shows that.
Yeah, I think overall, I will say I'm really enjoying it. I don't necessarily, because I know people have said it. I personally don't think it's as good as Odyssey so far.
Oh, really?
I think I'm with you on that, Earl. Like I just prefer what Mario brings to the table there.
Like his move set better.
Yeah, and like it's a little more. Not that there isn't platforming stuff here, but it's like I think that's more where I align. Like often you can just smash your way through shit.
Like if you made me choose, I'd probably choose Donkey Kong, but they're both so great and like they're both so clearly like the same team. And like if you played Odyssey and then you play this, like you wouldn't even have to ask. Like it's obviously the same team. Like there's so many little things that are the same, but also different, and
yes, and I think I mean honestly, I was happy about that because I think again I was looking forward to the game. I think it was exciting from when they announced it, but the fear would be you're just smashing stuff, and that is very true. Sometimes you are just smashing stuff, but there's a rhyme and reason to it. It's also because of that, because that's a key component of the game. It's also very interesting in regards to that. I don't necessarily consider it a platformer too much. More like it's in the vein of Mario 64, which is more like an exploration platformer or something like that, an adventure game. But you end up digging down so often, and it's like the opposite of what you do in platformers. You either tend to stay horizontal, you go vertical. So digging down is something kind of new and exploring the levels. And I do like that. One of the things I've read in reviews and I kind of agree with is I think there are so many ways that you could have screwed up the camera in this game, and I think for the most part they do a really good job of keeping Donkey Kong in perspective of the stuff around him, so you're never really too at a loss for what is nearby and what you can seek out or where the hell he is. I think they also made some smart decisions with regards to exploration. I think the sonar trap is a really great way to get around the fact that you are exploring a bunch of stuff. How do you actually let people know what they need to see? If it's just visually very dense and a very busy world.
Yeah, I think it does a lot of really smart things. Like I think it's my favorite Donkey Kong game, probably since the arcade games. So,
yep, same. But I say that as a fan. Like
you like Country.
I love the original Donkey Kong Country. Like blew my fucking mind when it came out. I don't care what Miyamoto thinks. I thought it was amazing. I still think it's amazing. And then, Tropical Freeze, while being very hard, is like kind of hard to deny how good that game is. But this is just the best. Like, and it's not as difficult as the Donkey Kong Country games. There's some
hard challenges.
There's hard challenges, and there's stuff as you get deeper that I found difficult. Sometimes, like, I would get to a boss and I just wouldn't know what to do, or a challenge room, and I wouldn't know what to do. I had to look up stuff sometimes. There's one boss I found super fucking annoying where, like, you couldn't hurt him unless you like lured him into these shafts of light. And so, like, he gets lured in the shaft of light and, like, his material changes to, like, ice. And so, like, you could break him up and beat the shit out of him. But it's so finicky. Like, if he's, like, 1 millimeter off, it, like, undoes. And you're like, fuck. And there's all this shit flying at you. I found that boss so annoying, dude. But for the most part, it is, like, I'd say the similar difficulty level to Odyssey. For the most part, it's not very hard. I love this game. I think it's great. It's definitely a Game of the Year contender. I have one complaint. Like, if I have one criticism of the game, it's that the gold. When you die, you lose a significant chunk of gold. It's like usually like 10%, right?
I thought it was set at 500.
Yeah, it's
no, is it? No,
I'm hitting like 500 currently.
You have 5,000 gold.
I had like 8. I'm normally between like 5 and 8.
To me, because of the like nature of the game, you like want to experiment and fuck around, and that like disincentivizes is that because you're like, oh shit, I died, and then also like I find it very weird that the gatekeeping is locked behind the gold instead of the bananas to the point where you're like, why do I need that? Like, yeah, you need the bananas to like level up, but if you really are going for the bananas, then you could like probably max that out like halfway through the game, and it makes the bananas seem just like less important.
It's also very weird because I didn't realize that was a thing, and then I ran into a character who's like, "Oh, pay me some gold," and I was like, "Oh,
I was short."
I wasn't even that short. I was just like, oh, there has to be some other way for like maybe I need to get an upgrade or something to do this.
No, that's it.
Like, oh no, I just gotta pay them. Okay.
And you guys should know that in the final level, which I'm on right now, you need a significant chunk of gold to get through the level. Like there is pretty big gate. I want to say like 14,000. You'll need like 14,000 to get through the final level. I'm at the like last gate of the final level. I need 9,999 gold, and I have like 6 gold. Like I like split it all up, go through the level. No. So now, but I'm going to go back through the layers and just fuck around like an idiot, and probably a half hour I'll have what I need. But just know that going in.
I feel like they don't make a big deal about it often. To then be like, oh, you need a lot of it.
Yeah, you need it at the end, and then it's just weird. It just feels weird that it's the gold instead of the bananas. It's not a big deal, but like,
or honestly,
again,
I mean,
my big deal is that when you die, the penalty of gold is like too much for a game where you're supposed to be fucking around.
Okay,
and so like I probably could have paid the last gate 10 times over because I died so many times doing stupid shit or dying to bosses. And I guess that's just how it is. But like to me, it just seems like at odds with the spirit of the game a little bit. I understand you have to have some sort of challenge and, not make it like you just roll over the game, but it's weird to me. It's weird that you lose so much gold when you die.
I don't think
it makes me too cautious playing. Like,
I was going to say anything. I'm surprised it wasn't the Bananium coins. I feel like those are just collectibles to be collectibles. I know you can get bananas with them,
Yeah, I trade them in and get bananas I don't get a lot. Like I'll get like 1 or 2 at a shop, but
yeah, I was just
that's another thing from Odyssey. There's so many little things that are from Odyssey like that. Like every level you're in,
you could buy
clothes.
moons. Yeah,
you can buy clothes from the shops, but the shops are different in every level. Like again, if you've played Odyssey and you just play this, you would absolutely know it's the same people that made it. Like this feels like the successor to it. I guess I don't know the spoiler of it, but I guess it somehow ties in with Odyssey, or there's some sort of big reveal at the end. I don't know what it is. Do you guys know?
You marry a banana. That's the
I
end of the game.
would assume it has something to do with Pauline.
Okay, yeah.
Pauline marries a banana.
Yeah, that's it. What were you gonna say, Earl?
No, I don't remember what I was gonna say now.
Tony, you're playing it too, right, Tony?
So I have it. I have it. I mean, my kids have the Switch too, and have been playing it obsessively.
Okay.
So
I
will get to play it, but it's not me specifically.
Does Tony's profile say like 47 hours?
Oh, no, it's like the same as me. It says played for more than 20 hours. I was like, damn, Tony loves this game. Like, holy shit! Like,
sure, love it so much. My kids were here this past weekend, and I was like, I'm going to play some Donkey Kong. It's going to be great, and they were on it the whole time. Like I did not get it, and like I didn't even get to see it. They like normally when they play games like that, they'll play it like in docked mode, so I can like watch. They're like, my son is like on the top bunk of his bed with it in handheld mode. I'm like, oh.
Well, I hope you get to play it. Like again, if you like Odyssey, I think you'll dig it. It is different.
Oh, yeah.
Like again, Donkey Kong is such a different moveset than Mario, but other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, and then I also think there's some, again, like I said, I like the sonar. I think that's really cool. But then there's also some really fun and stupid things. Like the little houses, which doesn't really add a ton most of the time, but I like building them.
I buy everyone.
I stopped buying them because I didn't realize I buy like 1 or 2.
The more you buy, the more extra hearts you get.
Yeah. I totally get them.
Every time you buy one. I'm a cheap person.
They do start getting expensive though. It's like I think I bought like 7 or 8 in the last level I was at.
Yeah, I'll buy all of them. I don't give a fuck.
If I just has no gold.
That's why I'm rolling around with the 6,000 to 8,000 gold, and Jeff has 6.
I'm almost at 50,000 here.
Yeah, so you're very frugal. I'm like, I'll buy a house here. Seems cool.
I buy every house, and I think I'm 1 away from maxing out my hearts on the skill. Like that's the first thing I went after. I was like, I need more hearts because I know how these games, like how Donkey Kong games are, they're like kind of brutal. So I was like, I'm maxing out the hearts right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on, hearts and strength.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the thing I went after first is the sonar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Because you see the bananas through walls and shit.
Yeah. I just found one.
Yeah, maybe I maxed out my strength so I can punch through all the terrain levels easily, and I'm like halfway through my hearts. Maybe I'll work on sonar next.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. One of the things you don't use it that often, or I haven't used it that often, but I do like is the balloons.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them though. I've been finding them like in the open world.
But I do, I have a bunch of them. I have not bought any, but I do like that. It's like you fall off the stage. We're not going to penalize you. Here's a thing to pop you right back to not where you were, but something nearby. So it's not like this whole, we got to do
DKC, like those are in like the recent games, like this. I don't know.
Oh, they're from Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze.
Yeah. So
but they were lives, weren't they?
I think they worked similarly. If you fell, like in a pitfall, it would pull you out.
Probably if you ran out of them. Maybe if you ran out of them, it was game over.
I think they were lives. I know they were lives in Returns and Tropical Freeze.
Really?
Yes, because that's what you would buy from the shop. It would be the balloons, and then what was the other thing? But yes, I do like that here. Just because I was in the shop and I'm like, oh yeah, you could buy a bundle of these things.
I think you can upgrade in skills and like so you can carry more than one apple juice too.
Yeah.
I haven't used any of the items. Like, what's the apple juice do?
It refills your hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that would be helpful.
The other one.
How do you use it though?
It's automatic. Just automatically when you hit 0.
Pauline, like a fairy bottle.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I guess the other soda or whatever is like it gives you full with the Bonanza energy or whatever.
Or it gives you, I think you can trigger Bonanza mode without having a full
bar.
Oh, meter. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but I feel like I've never been in a situation where my Bonanza.
I have. I mean, usually you can find the gold like right by you, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the levels are normally designed so it's like, like it's like, this is a boss. This looks like a boss arena, and there's like gold, like shafts everywhere that you can like bust, or there's the ones where you kind of looks like it'll explode out if you hit down on it. So yeah, like that. You can normally fill it up, but I'm sure if things get frantic, having one of them, you can pop and make it go quicker. It's great. I think it's a really, really good game. I really like, Mario Kart World, but I think this is the game that should have
onto the system. I think I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I get it. I get Mario Kart launching with it, but this is like this is a game for the gamers. You know what I mean? Like the Mario Kart's for everybody. Everybody loves it. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. But like this is like the game that you could dig into and sink some serious hours into. I mean, I guess you can obviously like I will sink thousands of hours in Mario Kart. But,
I'll be playing Mario Kart when the Switch 2 is done, right? Like we'll still be playing it.
Yeah,
it's just,
but it's like it's like a sports, action, racing, whatever. Like it's a different thing. This is like the first big like
it's
real game,
the new thing, right? Yeah. Like because as new as Mario Kart World is, and for all the new things they do, like it's still a kart racer. Like you're still doing races. Yeah. This is the new thing. Like Donkey Kong is. This is the reason to own a Switch 2. Like
and what's cool is Chris likes a Donkey Kong game now. Since the arcade original.
Yeah, I think I liked Donkey Kong Jr. I might have liked that one too, but like it's since the arcades. So
Donkey Kong Jr. was legit. Did you like Donkey Kong 3?
I'm sure I played it. I think the first level is, if I remember correctly, like the first level is just like the original level of Donkey Kong.
Is it? I thought it was like climbing up vines that shot down at you.
Maybe that's it. Like there's one that's like it's another arcade game where it's like no, it's just the first level again, and then once you get past that, it changes. But
there's the Game Boy one is like that, I think, like the Game Boy Donkey Kong, which is very good.
You guys like which I've never played. Like I think you guys said like you play through we talked about this maybe on our Hall of Fame, maybe. Or maybe it was one of the other Donkey Kong games that came out. But yeah,
it's good.
You guys mentioned that, and I just haven't got to play the Donkey Kong one. It is on NSO, right?
I think it might be. It's like a bridge to Mario versus Donkey Kong. Like it's like in between original Donkey Kong and Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
I should give it a try.
Game. It's very good. Yeah, you dig it. Like it's obviously it's old and. It's an old handheld game, but it's still very good. It's like a top 5 Donkey Kong game for sure.
Nothing else. You do get a brief moment of playing the original Donkey Kong.
Which is like that first level is super iconic. Like it's great.
Yeah, I love it.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, really, really good. If you have a Switch 2, which evidently they are in stores and like people have been able to get them. So
that's pretty good about it. Yeah.
Good on Nintendo for having stock because part of Parts and Parcel came out this week. Biggest launch month for a console in North America?
Yep.
With 1.6 million sold in June. it's not like they're sitting there; they're being sold. And it seems like they had enough for a restock with Donkey Kong. Flip side, I assume none was traded. Mario Party Jamboree does not seem like it got a ton of great reviews on the Switch too. So
yeah, what I saw today was that like the was it Plus TV? Is that
yeah?
What's the TV part?
It's just Jamboree TV. So it's
Yeah, that's the part people are like, this isn't very good.
And that's that's it. That's like the new thing. Like, right?
Yeah, like everyone's like, it's a really good Mario Party game, but this new stuff ain't great.
You know what's so funny though is I think the one before that was better because it was like a compilation of all the best mini games. Like, I think I kind of prefer that one.
Well,
Which one was that?
The one before the newest one.
I would get it confused. No, it's Mario Party Superstars, right? If there's Super Mario Party and then it's Super Mario, it's Super Mario Party and then Super Mario. Yes. So one of those two. It's either Superstars or Super Mario Party, but I think it's
whatever the one before the most recent one. It was. Yeah. I think it was like a compilation of all the best, and it was so good. Like I think it's like the best.
Well, I've heard good things about Jamboree. Like the reviews say the core game is still probably one of the best Mario parties.
Jamboree's great, but yeah, I just kind of prefer the one before. But like the last two have been really good.
Superstars is the one that was curated from the previous centuries.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the one before that was Super Mario.
Yeah. Yeah. So Superstars
have all of them been good? Like
yes. No, I don't. I
think I played a Mario Party game like once.
You gotta play one. I would recommend not Jamboree, but the one before. The one before that,
Superstars,
is good, but the next two are much better. I think.
Okay.
For you,
that's my opinion, and in my opinion, like the one before Jamboree is the best.
Yes, which is Superstars. Yes, I think to Jeff's point, I think you're like if I was to play one, I would probably pick Superstars.
Okay.
I would not do Super because that is, I mean, for lack of a better term, that is a Switch Mario Party, which means that it's like multiplayer, not multiplayer, all multiplayer. It's only one Joy-Con, and it's a bit more of a casual.
Yeah, they want you to use the Joy-Cons with it. I think you have to use the Joy-Cons with it, which right away is like a deal breaker for me. Yeah, that was it. That was it. You had to use the Joy-Cons. So you needed four Joy-Cons, and like, who the fuck wants to play on a Joy-Con? Fuck that shit.
So if I were to get one to play like with my family, get Superstars.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's the best. Like, it's the best overall. Like, it's just a fantastic fucking Mario Party game.
All right.
It's the greatest hits. Like, it's,
Yeah. There are Mario Party games on NSO too, I think.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, those old ones are great.
Yeah.
I mean, for what they are.
Right, the original N64 games. So, all right. Well, that's Donkey Kong. But there were some other games that came out. It's been a weird go because I think like a bunch of stuff came out since we last recorded. Some big stuff too, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which I believe Jeff has played a bunch of, and I played some of. I don't know if you other two played any, but you played a bunch more than I have. Like,
I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say I've played a bunch of it. Hey man, if you like the last one, Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake, this is basically that, but with 3 and 4. Very well done. Like you won't notice the difference between the developers, I don't think.
No, like it feels it like if you were like, this is Vicarious Visions, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. And
Iron Galaxy has done a great job here.
And I think, the games that they're pulling from are both, really, I would put their, like, right up there with 1 and 2. Like, 3 and 4 are great games. There are new levels in this one that are awesome. There's two things, like, keeping me from playing it a bunch. One is, I don't think I'm as good as I used to be. And the other thing is that there's just, this came out while I was in the middle of playing Dragon Quest XI, which I'm still playing. and now there's Donkey Kong, and I was also playing Pikmin 4, so I was like, I love Tony Hawk, but I love all those games a little bit more.
It's like the fourth best option.
Yes, and I'm more, Dragon Quest is a first time play for me. I'm more engrossed in it. I think it just shows how over the last few years I've just like really have like gravitated towards RPGs. But somewhere in my little heart there is that arcade sports thing that I still love, and this is excellent. I think like nothing bad to say about it. Like I'm enjoying it. Like
it's really good. I am also in the same boat. I'm not as good at it as I was.
I used to be much better.
And I think you are much, much better than me. And now, like, I'm struggling to like get the high scores on levels. Like,
I'm struggling to get skate, and like the Tony Hawk 4 levels, the skate letters are like so deviously placed where you're like, you need to have special and somehow like get like great height and like somehow land perfectly to get these letters. And I'm supposed to get all of them in 2 minutes. What the fuck? Like, there's some like very hard. Just getting skate, which is like used to be like the easiest thing in every level for me. Like, just go get the 5 letters. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Like sometimes you
not even combo. Yeah. You just have to find where they are. And here's like, I see where the T is, but how the fuck do I get up there? Like, but yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think they're very fun levels. I don't know if you've gotten to any of the new levels, Chris, but the water park one is awesome.
So. And the way I play this is probably not like, I mean, you bounce around, right? Like you
gotta, that's how you get build stats.
I like, so I started Tony Hawk 3 and I like played through Foundry, got everything there. And then I started on the Canada level, whatever that is. And I'm like trying to make my way through that.
So you got the, grind the molten bucket before you moved on? Oh my god, dude! It's so hard for me. Was that hard for you, or you just like get lucky?
I mean, it took a while. The one that was hard for me was the hidden tape.
Oh, that's easy. You just go up the.
Yeah, it is. I couldn't land on the I figured out how to get up there,
on the beam.
I kept like jumping over it or sliding off the edge, and
that was nothing.
I did like it's everyone like has like a weird thing.
Oh yeah, you always work for them. The molten bucket, it was so hard to reach. Like even if you did like a boneless or whatever to like get higher jump off, I just couldn't reach it. But you come back with higher stats, and it becomes a lot easier because you have much higher jump and all that.
Yeah, you improve your air stats and stuff like that.
It was still hard for me, but like when I came back, I got it in a few tries. But yeah, I highly recommend bouncing between the two games because you're gonna get those like the stat points that you can find in levels. They're always so easy in the first few levels. That way you can build up your skater, and then it makes the rest of the game, like both of the games, easier. Like I think the game is designed to be played that way. I think I don't know, like
I'm sure, yeah. It's like I've and even the base game, like so even if you're just like playing Tony Hawk 3. Like I've unlocked Rio, right. So I think that's the 3rd level. But like I'm still like working through Canada, and it's like I could just go to Rio and then beating Rio unlocks the 4th level. Yeah. But I'm like, no, I can do this. I can.
It's just when you have 2 games to bounce between, there's more low hanging fruit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you'd improve your character quicker that way. I think it's a really good version of
it's excellent
of that. So I remember Foundry and I remember the Canada level. So I definitely know I played 3. I think I fell off before playing 4. So like those will actually be new levels for me, I think.
The levels are so big, and like again, getting like the skate, like even just like the basic shit, getting skate. And I forgot which one. I don't know if it was 3 or 4, but there's an awesome. I want to say it's in 3. Have you gotten to Suburbia?
No.
There's a level. I want to say it's in 3, so it's not like massive like the ones at 4.
I think it is. I think it's the 4th level. So if I beat whatever the first one where you get a medal at, it would unlock that next one.
I think that might be my favorite of the classic levels because it is just a little cul-de-sac, like a suburban, cul-de-sac, but it's set on Halloween. So like everyone's all decorated and there's leaves everywhere. And then it's like, one of the goals is like find 5 pumpkins and smash them,
Right.
grind off them or whatever. Like,
I do think
it's
some
just
of
a cool vibe,
the some of the they're not quests, but like the missions you get to do, it's like the tasks or goals or whatever.
Mhm.
Like there's the one on the Canada level, which is like basically you gotta like jump into a tree and it'll knock snow down on top of the bully.
Yep.
Or there's a kid who's like licked the light pole and you gotta like run into him to knock him free. Like they're fun.
I had so much trouble finding both of those 2 goals. And I was like, I know it's in this little tree area. And I was just like, I must have did like 10 runs before I could find them. Like, I don't know why. I must have been skating right past them and missing it. But yeah, now I know exactly what you're talking about with Canada.
Yeah, they're fun. And then like I think there's one.
You know the one with the shark on the boardwalk?
No, I didn't do that one.
There's one where there's like a guy, like he's like suspended above the water on a boardwalk, and there's like a shark trying to kill him, and you have to like knock like a statue, like a ball off a statue, so it rolls into the fucking like basically into the shark.
That's funny.
I was like, Chris will appreciate this one.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good
There's
fun quests.
There's a few good comedic ones in every like where you're like, fucking somebody up or saving somebody in some funny way.
Yeah, and they change the level sometimes too when you do them, right? Like because in the Canada level, you skate by the bully, he'll throw a snowball at you and kind of knock you off course if you skate too close to him. So hitting him, getting the tree and knocking the snow on him will stop him from doing that going forward.
There's an awesome one in I want to say the level is Los Angeles. I want to say it's in Tony Hawk 3 where there's like a police chase going on and there's an earthquake that happens. And that's the thing. That was in Tony Hawk 1 and 2. There's always like something that alters the level or opens up a new area in the level.
Yeah.
And for as old as these like games are like that, it's still fun. It's still fun, like arcade gaming.
Yeah, they were smart arcade games like for that era, and they just made them look really good now. So they're fun stuff. All on Game Pass. Go give it a go if you're Tony Hawk fans. Tony, did you play anything else over the last couple weeks?
Oh yeah, I played lots of things. I've been still making my way through Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm in the last chapter. That game turns dark towards the end. It gets very, very dark. I don't want to spoil it in case any of you try to play through it, but man, that game.
I remember the original had a pretty dark ending.
Yeah, no.
The G-men come for you.
Yeah, and they kill you in the barn like that. This game is thematically very similar.
Yeah.
But I found myself like trying to like force my way through to the end, and I was enjoying it less. So I kind of like took a step back for a little while. So I've been playing some Total War.
Okay.
Lots of Total War. In fact, I finished my Kush campaign in Rome, Total War 2. So I conquered Rome. I was able to like it's actually interesting. I've never played as a non-Roman faction in the game before, so I actually captured the city of Rome, and you like they've modeled the entire city in the game, so you literally get to like conquer Rome, which is cool. So like my elephants were like defeating the last of the enemy outside the Colosseum. It was super cool.
Yeah, I bet that looks awesome.
It looked really, really good. And that game, like, it came 2014, I want to say. It still looks really good. And then I won that campaign, and I decided to move on to what is like the known as the hardest Total War game, which is Total War Attila. It's hard for a number of reasons. The biggest being like the game spends the entire time super trying to kill you. It's like Total War Dark Souls. Like it's like every empire is like, you're evil, we're gonna wipe you off the map. It's really hard. If you've ever played through a Total War game, as you play, like you get like the game is divided into chapters, and normally the chap for each like civilization, and they give you like goals in the chapters to like accomplish. Like if you're Rome, maybe it's to conquer this particular territory near Rome or whatever it happens to be. In Total War Attila, the first goal in every chapter is just survive. Like it's like survive until 402 AD, survive until 420 AD. Like it's just like, can you live long enough to get
Don't die, then we'll let you play.
Don't die. That's it. The whole thing is just don't die. So I've been playing as the Vandals. The cool thing about the Vandals, they're so like the goal is to like find a homeland for your people and then expand. Like there's a Roman Empire, they're already established. You need to like fight your way into the Roman Empire and find a place to settle and start out. So like I took my Vandals, I like fought my way through the entire empire. You start in like, you're like in Eastern Europe and there's nothing there. And you don't want to like establish yourself there because the game is called Total War Attila. And so Attila is going to be coming out of the Russian steppes, and if you put your little empire there, he's going to wipe you off the face of the earth. So you need to go somewhere else. You need to like get far, far away. That's the goal. So I'm like, okay, where am I going to go? And I decide to go to Africa. So like I fight my way down all the way through the Balkans. I get into the Mediterranean. I sack the island of Crete. Like I burn it to the ground. Then I sail to Africa and I fight my way across Africa. I like found my little empire there and I start expanding. Except this is the hardest Total War game to expand in. Like everyone hates you. If you declare war, like those civilizations you declare war on will fight you to the death, and they will throw every single army that they can at you. It's like, it's just so hard. I've been slowly expanding. I finally like made it. I made it out of Africa. I conquered Sicily, and now I'm fighting like the remnants of the Roman Empire. They hate my guts, and they're throwing like all these elite level armies at me. I'm like throwing like really low level troops and like trying to fight them off. One of the decisions I made fighting this campaign was I was going to fight all the battles myself. There's like an auto resolve function that you can use, which will like, roll a die and see if you win. So you don't have to actually fight the battles yourself. I decided to fight them all myself, even if I was like at a huge disadvantage or whatever. And it's been super fun to like find all kinds of different tactics. Like I've built armies that are specifically different from each other. So like when I'm fighting battles, I'm having like different experiences. I fought some really, really cool battles too. Like you kind of get a sense of like what the AI is going to do. And you see some of them where you're like, I'm attacking this army and we're of equal strength. And they've like established themselves on this hillside. And like, so I will like walk my army up to just outside arrow range. And I just kind of like start moving to the left and to the left. And they're sitting in the middle of the hill and they're like turning their army to face me as I move to the left. And I keep moving to the left and to the left and to the left to the point where like I'm sliding past them. And now we're both on the middle of the hill. And then I'm on the top of the hill and they're still on the middle of the hill. Like, okay, my guys are going to charge down now. Goodbye. I'm having lots of fun experiences, like fighting battle after battle. It's been really good. So I am going to take my Vandals. I'm going to see how far I can get. Survive. That's my goal. Survive.
There you go. Survive. Anything else?
No, I think those two are the big ones.
All right.
We'll get into Donkey Kong this week. It's going to happen.
Good.
The week of Donkey Kong.
Ooh, banana.
Yeah, I think we will be talking about Donkey Kong at the end of the year for sure. So
yeah.
Earl, you play anything this over the last couple weeks?
What have I played? Probably stuff I talked about before. I played more Pirates War. I want to say that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we last spoke, that's the Zeta Spire with its Pirates theme. Well, again, they say it's fine. You beat runs. I beat my first run, and some new characters and stuff like that. I think that they do include stuff like bounties and other sub quests, so you're not just doing the same thing over and over again. There are like random objectives and missions that pop up throughout your run that are unique sometimes. I played more Orcs Must Die. I guess another, not roguelike really, because it does have some structure, but we beat our first boss last night. That remains fun.
The new one, right?
Yes, Death Trap, I think it's called.
Yes.
So yes, that again, that's a ton of fun. So yeah, I think those were the big ones really. I've played a bunch of board games recently, but we can have a board game discussion another time because we do also have something else to talk about later tonight. So that's
yes, we do. Yeah, well, we should do a board game episode at some point. Between what we've all been playing. Jeff, did you come back? Just muted. I guess he did not.
Goodbye, Jeff. Bye.
Yeah. I'm gonna save Shadow Labyrinth for next week. That's the new Pac-Man game.
Yes, I was very curious about that. And I don't know why in my head I keep on thinking it's a sequel to what was the epic game on Xbox Live?
Shadow Complex. I kept doing that this week too, Earl. Yeah, I kind of like Shadow Complex. Yeah, I did like Shadow Complex. It's a completely different game.
Okay.
Yeah. Shadow Labyrinth is the Pac-Man game. Shadow Complex is the epic game from, I think it was 360 era, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, it was like one of the first big Xbox Live arcade games I can remember.
Yeah, that was a good game. But yeah, we'll save Pac-Man for next week. As I need to play more of it. I'm currently stuck in like the third area, and I don't know where to go. So that's been a little bit frustrating, but we'll talk about that then.
Time to pack it in.
bad pun, but but let's quickly do some news before we get to our topic of discussion. Splitgate 2, which was announced back in it was announced back in June at the Games Fest. The one dev famously came out in a "Make First Person Shooters Great Again" hat. Got some shit for that. They launched out of beta at that point.
Amazing, because they made first person shooters great again, right?
No. So
oh damn it.
They're going back to beta. Evidently, reception has not been quite as good as they were hoping. Some of the things that people are complaining about, I also have issue with. Like, you can't choose what mode you want to play. Like in Call of Duty, you go, I want to play Team Deathmatch, and that's all I want to play. You can like set indicators to do that. Same for Halo. Like I want to play Slayers, and like you just play Slayer. This is just a hopper, and it throws you into whatever game mode it wants.
Probably because there's not enough players to like.
Yeah. That generally is what it is, but that's one of the big complaints, and so they said they're going to work on doing that. They're going to rework progression, which where I fell off was like I had already maxed out one of the 3 factions. Starting over, like having weaker guns with a different faction didn't sound like a fun idea. So they're going to rework progression, and they're going to shut down the Splitgate 1 servers, so that they
save
can
money.
Yeah, so they can keep some of their staff. So it does sound like they're going to lay off some people. But yeah, Splitgate 2, no longer a live game. It's a game you can play, but it's back in beta. So, yeah.
It's not great again. It's the opposite of
No.
that.
Yeah, I
mean,
don't think they've made first-person shooters great again.
Maybe they can make first-person shooters great again.
Again, yeah.
Maybe that's their goal.
We're going to do this again. Outer Worlds, that is the Obsidian game that's coming out later this year. It had been announced that was going to be the first $80 game coming out of Microsoft. They've walked that back. It's going to be a $70 game now.
Who buys these games anyway? I couldn't have told you what the price was because they're all on Game Pass. It's
right.
like, my price is $0. I don't know what your price is. If you're paying $80, you're paying too much. If you're paying $70, you've made a huge mistake.
It just goes to this feeling that I have that Microsoft has zero clue what they're doing. Like,
what? No.
Like they're
all over the place.
They're giving games away for free. The games are $80. We're canceling games left and right. We're closing studios left and right. It's just like they've just been flailing for 2 generations now. Despite the fact that I love my Xbox and a lot of the games that they do put out I enjoy, it just feels like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Compared to Nintendo, Nintendo was just rock solid. Still,
well, and I think that's the issue, right? Nintendo is games,
they're not giving they're not giving their games away, and some of their games are expensive, but
right. But the other side is Microsoft isn't just games, right? They're a whole different, they're a multi-trillion-dollar company. Outside of Xbox is such a small fraction of them, and a lot of the decisions they made, like Game Pass, are because Microsoft has transitioned from a software company to being a service company. So they've transitioned their Xbox division from being a games company to a service company. Now we give Game Pass. That is our big thing. Just isn't working out. Games are different than whatever the fuck Microsoft is selling. I feel that there are 2 groups within Microsoft that are fighting each other. And the guy at the top, Nadal, is the one that's winning. He's the one that gets to call the shots. Do what I say, or move aside, because we're going to do what I say.
I just hope they figure it out, because they're moving towards a third party.
I think that's been we've said that for a while. It isn't a bad thing necessarily.
I always want my Xbox. I think it's the superior system always, and so I wish they would keep going. But it's just dude, what are you guys doing? What are you doing?
It's really hard to understand. Maybe these new handhelds that are coming out October, November are not, but that's not the direction. But maybe that's kind of where you're not going to see Microsoft make an Xbox, but maybe Samsung makes an Xbox, and it's just holds the ecosystem. So your games are still there, but you can play them anywhere, because that seems to be what they want you to do. Who knows? I have no idea. What I do know is you can't buy movies or television on Xbox anymore.
That's also that's crazy. They shut down their movie store. What the fuck? I bought my games through Amazon and watched them on Xbox, but
it's crazy.
Why? Yeah, I don't.
Evidently, Sony did this a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Sony is an entertainment company.
Yeah, but if you have that, I don't understand getting rid of it. I just don't get it. Obviously, if you bought the movies on there, I think you could still watch them, so it's not a huge deal. But it's just it's
I have a bunch on there, and I'm what's going to happen? But I have Movies Anywhere, which connects to the 2. It's you watch it on other platforms. It doesn't even matter.
More than anything, I'd be more there's so many options, and I think that's probably what they thought. Because Movies Anywhere, I think really has been a godsend. As soon as Paramount gets their fingers out of their ass and actually starts supporting it.
Maybe they will, now that the Trump administration has allowed them to merge with Skydance. So
Yeah, that's a whole different beast.
Yeah, that's completely different, but maybe they will get their thumb out of there. But yes, so I guess you can only buy Sony movies on their system now. Supposedly, that was all taken off, and they didn't allow you to continue watching those movies. They just took them. Like, we don't offer movies.
Are you serious, Sony?
And,
like,
yeah, they just wiped it from your account.
That's like, I've moved away from physical media, even when it comes to the movies. But like, that makes me just be like, I don't know, man. If it's a movie you really care about, maybe you should just get it. Like,
well, it's like the thing that everybody who was concerned about the digital movie,
it's 100% that, yeah.
And well, Jeff and I, we experienced this too, because like some movies just aren't available. Yeah, so I had to mail Jeff a movie. I mean, him to watch.
I'm sure I could do nefarious means for it, but I was happy to just watch it legally.
There are so many movies that legit, like I want to, like for instance, I mean, it's available now. The longest time, True Lies is just not available on streaming.
Yeah. Now you can get it with bad, like fucking AI motion smoothing.
Oh, is the streaming version bad?
I heard True Lies. I heard like all of James Cameron's.
I heard, like the whole thing that he did was just like an AI upscale. So
it gives it this very like kind of motion smoothing, but also just like uncanny valley thing that's going on, which is fucked up. Not all of us are like that. I do own.
I think it was the 3 new ones that he did recently, which is.
There was one that was not that bad. What do I own that was pretty good? I thought the original Terminator was pretty good.
But I think those were before, weren't they? Because I think Terminator 2 were done before.
Terminator 2 was like one of the worst 4Ks of all time. Supposedly, yeah.
What about the Abyss? Was that one of the new ones?
Yeah, that was one that had like weird shit, like looking. True Lies was like, I saw a bunch of people bitching about how like crazy it looks. Like you're looking at someone's face and there's just this uncanny valley thing going on.
I still do have a physical version of True Lies. I don't have one. The Abyss though. Yeah. So I guess Microsoft recommends you go to Amazon, Apple, Voodoo, I think was the other one they suggested. And you can link through Movies Anywhere.
Voodoo's now.
Hey, most physical movies you buy come with the Movies Anywhere code. So like,
that's right.
There you go.
What were you saying, Earl?
Oh no, I was gonna say because Voodoo's what is it now? It's
Fandango.
Yes. Fandango,
which is weird. Yeah.
Wasn't Voodoo originally like Walmart's?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And Voodoo, I think,
passed around.
It was good. Their transfers look good, but like, yeah, not Tango at home. Which is weird.
Well, I would say that, and also I think of the movies, they also tend to do the best sales, I find.
Oh, Fandango does?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I'll have to keep an eye on them. So I normally it's just easier to, especially having an iPhone. Like if I want to rent a movie, just like open my iPhone and like hit go and just put my pin in there, and then it shows up on my Xbox. But
you through Apple then, or
yeah, like if I rent a movie, it's normally so I can like when I think I want to rent a movie, like I'm normally not sitting right in front of my television. So
yeah, for me, it's Amazon just because I have an Amazon Prime subscription. So all my info is entered into that. And so like I just get everything through Amazon. And I got the Amazon app on my Prime app on my Xbox. But I will say that like sometimes the transfers from Amazon, like for some older movies, like look like shit. You're like, man. You're like, should I have gotten it from like Scream Factory? You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna do a good job, and Amazon is like, it's like a dice roll. But with newer movies, you're generally fine. Like,
Yeah. It's the older stuff that generally you're gonna run into issues. Well, speaking of movies, the one you can watch on Tubi. So that's where I watched it today. Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Earl, this is our next video game movie.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Earl's very excited. He loved this movie. You could tell.
I mean, I will be honest. I don't hate this movie. It is fascinating because I think it's the first one we watched where I'm like, oh, there's a budget to this movie.
Yeah, it's like Lara Croft versus James Bond and Jorah Mormont. I mean, it's so exciting.
It did fun. I was like, is that fucking Daniel Craig? He looks like Daniel Craig. It's not Daniel Craig.
Doing
And
an
I was like, holy shit, it's Daniel Craig.
Doesn't sound like Daniel Craig at all, but it is him.
Yes, I remember the first time I saw this movie ages ago. Like, oh, that American accent is so funky coming from him. But yeah, it's still funky coming from him.
Angelina Jolie looks the part.
She does. They spent a lot of time trying to make her look cool and look like Tomb Raider. I think that's probably the best thing the movie does is like try to make her look awesome. That's the goal, the entire goal of the movie.
Yes, and they do a good job. She looks great.
Yeah, she looks great. Like in the action sequences, she looks great. She's doing awesome stuff. Like she looks like the main character of a video game with giant breasts and whatever else Lara Croft is supposed to have.
Dude, she was so hot back in the day. I didn't watch this, but I was a big fan of her.
Pat, you've seen it though, right, Jeff?
No, I've never seen.
Oh, you've never seen Lara Croft's Tomb Raider?
It's eminently watchable as like a mid-90s action film.
I'm sure I would enjoy it just because.
Definitely is.
I just like just recently I watched Black Widow with Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh, and I was like, the movie could have been terrible, and I was like, that was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like Angelina Jolie, I thought was so hot, back in that era. So, but I did see like the recent one with the Ex Machina girl.
Alicia Vikander.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, Tony did bring up a point. Is I watched this and my first thought was like, this is such an early. If you could, there's a certain thing about movies made like right after the Matrix, where you can kind of tell what the like extreme
studio notes were. Hey,
grungy like rock music.
There's even a scene. I think it's right at the beginning, and I was like, this looks like it was ripped from the fucking Matrix. She's fighting the robot thing.
Yeah,
but it's behind the pillar
because it's like her training thing.
Yeah, it's in her training area.
That whole opening to the movie, it absolutely adds nothing to the story. It's just like, let's look at Angelina Jolie do an action sequence, and let's put her in the shower and let's look at her there too. Like it's just
that's hysterical too. Because they put her in the shower, and like you keep getting like small glances of like side boob, and then she's like thrusting her hair back, and the water spraying, and it's like this makes no sense.
Let's have her walk around naked in front of her butler and see like his reaction. They do the same thing later on with Daniel Craig, so it's not like only Angelina Jolie.
Yes, it just doesn't make. It's like why we're just gonna have hot people run around naked, I guess.
Cool, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can support this.
I did think the robot thing was going to come back later. Because like she breaks the robot, they make a comment about it, and then they get attacked in the manor, and he's like trying to turn it on, and he gets like a game over screen.
No,
it's like like they're not going to bring the robot back. Like, okay,
no, and then a very minor thing because I think Chris mentioned this when he was talking about his impression on Blue Sky was it's not the Indiana Jones movie. Which, I mean, fair, whatever. But it's weird that she's not like the smartest person. Because she gets told her mission by her dad, who gives her the first answer as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait, if this is Indiana Jones, he would have figured it out or something. It's like, no, My dad sent me a note from before he died to be delivered on this day specifically.
That's how you know it's not woke.
Because the girl knows smart.
Yeah,
I know
knows
she's
best.
smart later on though, because like as they're
She
like
figure
having
out
all like the
some stuff,
challenges and the puzzles, she's the one who figures everything out, right?
Yes.
Everybody in this movie is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think Tony, you kind of said it like it. They're having her do like video gamey things, and I think that's its strength and also its weakness. Like,
It's weakness.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking that, especially I think near the climax where they're on like that rotating globe and she's like jumping from pillar to pillar.
yep.
And I'm like, this is such a video game-esque action sequence, but I'm actually kind of here for it.
Yeah.
Because
It looks weird as having an actual human do that stuff.
yes.
Like, oh, look at her flail along as she jumps from globe to globe.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is so unique that it actually works for me.
Yeah, like it's goofy, but it does it. It's watchable. It's an entertaining film.
It is. I feel like as an actual movie, it's probably the best actual movie we've seen so far.
Yes. Again, you can tell that there's a budget to it and stuff.
Yes.
There's actual actors in this movie. Like Daniel Craig, her dad, John Voight, him being whatever he turns out to be, the difference.
Oh, John Voight's her dad?
Yes.
Yeah. It's really weird because like if you know their history after this film, like they don't really interact.
He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, or they didn't for years. I don't know, but yeah, absolutely weird.
Now Daniel Craig is a bit of a different one because this is before.
This is before he was big, right?
Yeah.
This is before he was Daniel Craig.
He would get Bond. I think this is like 2001, and he wouldn't be Bond until 2006.
Yes.
But yeah, like him and the guy from Game of Thrones. Again, I guess he wasn't, but he has that face that's like you are evil no matter what you're in.
Oh, Ian Glenn.
Yeah.
And again, a movie that I think it has actual sets and they filmed on location and there's extras and scenes and stuff like that. Because like everything else you've watched, even the ones I've enjoyed, you could tell they had like $5 for the budget.
Yeah.
And also, if you were going to do it now, you would not spend the money on that. Like, you could fake it all.
Oh, absolutely! Like they built like temples and stuff for this movie. that if they were doing it now, like a lot would just be green screen.
Yeah, and that's a whole different conversation to be had. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by. Again, I think doing it in order because I think if I hadn't, it's a good movie, but I don't think it's great. But like doing it after seeing some of the other stuff, I mean, like, oh my gosh, there's a budget here. Somebody actually wants to give them money. Go video games.
Well, I mean, let's go ahead and compare this as a movie to like Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You're like, ooh.
Right. Like
the best movie ever. It's Citizen Kane. All right, it's
like these people like they put money into the sets. They hired actual actors and actresses.
Yes.
Like the acting isn't bad. Right. And she looks great throughout it. Like they clearly love like whoever wrote this or directed it. Simon West is the one that directed it. Who did Con Air and
classic shit, bro.
Yeah.
And
the classic action films. Right?
Yeah.
Like
not the same thing, but it's also really funny that this is called Lara Croft Tomb Raider. And not just like Tomb Raider because like, oh, we need. And again, don't think Tomb Raider is a term that's used often, but the movie's like, yeah, we're gonna say it. we have 2 Tomb Raiders now. I'm like, this is not a term. This is not a conversation.
Yeah, she like in the game, she is portrayed as way smarter than she is here. Like,
Yeah.
in this, she is just like, oh, you're an amateur, you're a rich lady, who came into a big fortune, and you have a passing interest. You're like an amateur archaeologist.
Yes, which is why I thought it was such a weird change to not make her like. It was really, I think, when her dad sent her the letter, I'm like, oh, he's just giving her the plot of the movie.
Yes.
And I don't really get I get the confusion, I get to a degree. So she traveled back in time to see her dad, who told her not to save him. And then she traveled back to the present to, I don't know how she changed not the momentum, direction of the knife.
That part makes no sense. Like, why are you grabbing it by the blade?
Yeah,
by the way, you could just grab it by the handle. What are you doing?
And like walk around it. Like you frozen time.
You froze time, and she's doing it the most awkward and harmful way possible. I'm like, okay. I felt like I missed something here. So it wasn't just me.
Maybe she's into the pain. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know.
That, and then so after she changes time, saves James Bond, the knife goes into the guy, and then he's like, kind of taunts her, and she goes over, and they both pull their guns on each other, and they're like, he's like, no guns, and they like casually put them down on the ground. Like, why would it? What's going on?
Let's fight now.
Right.
And then all of his people just left, right? Or am I mistaken?
Yeah, everybody else leaves.
They're like, oh yeah, this place is fall. Why is it collapsing? I don't know. How do they know it's collapsing? I don't know. But it is. It is collapsing.
In fact, right after she changes the trajectory of the knife, he gets stabbed, and like that dude's entire security team's like, all right, well, we're out.
Yeah, that's
he just pick up and leave.
He got stabbed in the first instant, and we're gone.
Maybe there was like a self-harm thing in their contract. like he threw that knife, he hit himself, that voids everything. We are out now.
Yep. We're not null and void. Goodbye. It's a fun movie. I had a good time with it. I'm glad it was on Tubi, but
yes.
Yes.
All right, where are we falling on this? Where are we ranking Lara Croft's Tomb Raider? Jeff, you didn't watch it, so Earl, where do you want to put this at?
I kind of want to put it at a B.
Okay.
I think it's a very enjoyable and solid movie, but I also kind of think it will be a movie like in a month or so we won't remember what happened.
Absolutely. I've seen this movie before, probably more than once, and I remember very little about it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember a damn thing about it. It's like, this is a new experience to me, and I know I've seen this movie before.
Yeah, exactly.
The two things I remember about the movie was the opening sequence, because it's like really, it's a good way to open a movie, but it also like does nothing for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it absolutely has nothing to do. It looks like it's just like wasted time.
Yeah,
it's very strange.
And then again, because I had seen it after James Bond, Daniel Craig's accent, which I guess it counts as a movie. It's just like, what are you doing, man?
He looks super young in this too.
It does. Baby Daniel Craig, baby Jorah Mormont. It's just like children acting.
I'm also going to place it at a B. Tony, where are you at?
There's a part of me that wants to give it an A, just because like it's so much better than all the other movies that we watched. So I think I'm going to give it an A. I don't know that it's necessarily an A movie, but in terms of video game movies, it's probably an A.
That is fair.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so where do we put this overall? A, B.
Wait, where was yours?
B. I'm putting it at B as well. And since
Sounds
Jeff
like a
didn't
B.
watch it,
Sounds like a B.
you're saying it sounds like a B. All right. We put it at B. That means our joint is that we Mortal Kombat still comes out on top, but I think Earl, you're right. Like in a month, we're not going to remember what happened in Lara Croft Tomb Raider. We may remember that we had a good time though.
Yes. I specifically remember parts of Mortal Kombat. I do.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Earl, what's our next movie?
Well, we're going to a little town called Raccoon City.
Okay.
The first Resident Evil.
Resident Evil from 2002?
Yeah.
2. All right. Then this is the first of 7 of these movies?
We're not watching all of them, are we?
We are watching all of them.
No, just the first one.
No? Oh, I think over time we're gonna watch them all.
We're not watching them all. Arguably the best of the Paul W.S. Anderson ones. So
they do get broken up a bit. So we don't. I think there's one time you have to watch 2 of them back to back. Other than that, I think they get broken up by other movies because between the next one and the sequel, we get another Tomb Raider and House of the Dead. So,
House of the Dead, that's one that I never thought I'd revisit, but
yeah, I can't make any impressions on that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, so for our August movie, it'll be Resident Evil 2002. Believe we'll be back next week. Maybe Tony will play some Donkey Kong.
I hope so.
Jeff will maybe finish Donkey Kong.
Maybe. I mean, I'm there.
Yeah, you're pretty close to the end. So once you get that gold, right?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll think like
we'll talk Shadow Labyrinth next week. And
just real quick, should I get it?
Wait till next week.
Okay.
Let me play a little bit more. There's things about it I really like, but I'm currently lost in the game. In like the third area, so I don't know if I can find my way out of that. Maybe it may change my opinion. Otherwise, as Tony said, it might be time to move on. So I'll have better impressions next week. So we'll talk about that then. Jeff, say goodnight.
Good night.